She plotted her husband's murder, killed her 2 kids, conspired in the death of her boyfriend's wife, and put a hit on her niece's ex-husband. Are you following along? It is a bizarre saga. It's been going on for a long time, and it is all linked to doomsday beliefs. It is finally over.
Yeah, the final chapter today. Lori Daybell sentenced in Arizona to 2 more consecutive life terms. She will never see freedom again. We have team coverage. Fox 10's Lauren Clark was in the courtroom where it all happened. But we begin our coverage with Fox 10 investigator Justin Lum, who has been on this story since it first broke in December of 2019.
John, Ellen, the court filled the jury box with family members of the 2 victims for both murder conspiracy cases Daybell was recently found guilty for after she represented herself as her own attorney. Some family members also gave victim impact statements virtually, anger, pain, and emotion unleashed on the woman behind so much death. Charles Vallow's sister, Kay Woodcock, left it all in the courtroom.
You are not exalted. You are not translated. You are a manipulator, a parasite, and a coward.
Addressing the infamous Lori Daybell, the woman who conspired with her late brother Alex Cox to shoot and kill Charles back in July of 2019 after an alleged fight at their Chandler home. Months later in December, Kay's biological grandson, J.J. Vallow, a 7-year-old boy with autism, was officially reported missing, along with his big sister, 16-year-old Tylee Ryan. Years ago, Kay entrusted her brother Charles and his then-wife Lori to adopt JJ and give him a better life. In June 2020, authorities discovered the remains of JJ and Tylee on the Idaho property of Chad Daybell, now Lori's husband. The couple eventually convicted of killing Lori's children and plotting the murder of Chad's first wife, Tammy Daybell.
I was convicted in the media long before I went to trial. We all know that there was no way for me to come to Arizona and get a fair, impartial, or speedy trial. And now that fact has been proven.
It wasn't the media. It was 2 juries in Idaho finding Lori and Chad guilty after prosecutors presented overwhelming evidence showing that the newlyweds justified violence with their religion, deciding who was light and dark. Charles was deemed a zombie who had a $1 million life insurance policy.
To Charles's family, I just wanted to share with you that I'm sorry for your loss. Charles seemed like a great all-around guy.
Months before his murder, he made his sister Kay the policy's new beneficiary, removing Lori.
He and I share the same birthday, so I'll remember him on my birthday.
Judge Justin Boreski becoming emotional now that he's done with Daybell.
You've left a wake of destruction stretching from Louisiana, across Texas, Arizona, up to Idaho and back again.
2 murder conspiracies and now 2 more life sentences and extradition back to an Idaho prison in the near future.
But it will take an act of God for you to go free.
Lori, rot in prison.
Before the official sentencings today, several family members of the lone survivor, Brandon Boudreaux, in this bizarre saga, they spoke on his behalf, traumatized by Daybell. Let's send it to Fox 10's Lauren Clark, who joins us live from the Maricopa County Superior Courthouse. Lauren.
Good afternoon, Justin. Certainly an emotional and raw day inside the courtroom here. Brandon Boudreaux, the sole survivor in this saga, standing up in front of a packed courtroom and explaining just how these crimes have impacted not only him, but his entire family.
No one deserves to live a life of fear and trauma.
Standing in front of a packed courtroom, Brandon Boudreaux held back tears, sharing the pain, fear, and confusion of the past 6 years. The sole survivor in Lori's tangled web of deception and death, telling Judge Boreski how his attempted murder impacted not just himself, but everyone around him.
I have friends who stood up and put their lives on hold to help me and my children. I don't know how to convey to you the fear they must have felt. To just be involved with me. or around me.
Lori was found guilty for her role in the attempted murder of Brandon, her niece's ex-husband. Prosecutors found that Lori conspired with her now late brother Alex Cox to kill Brandon, with Alex being the gunman.
Nothing prepares you to hear your dad tell you that someone tried to shoot and kill your brother and that they missed him by inches.
Brandon's sister sobbing, sharing how his brush with death left him stricken with fear.
And I will never forget that moment. I can still see him today. His face was so full of fear and shock. He couldn't comprehend what had happened to him. He feared for his life and for his children.
His now wife also sharing the mental exhaustion he carries, being the only one of the targets in the saga who survived.
He has survivor's guilt. He sometimes wondered why he survived and the others did not.
As Brandon broke down, Lori showed no emotion. Before sentencing, Judge Boudreaux turned directly to Brandon.
I hope you can heal someday.
As Brandon told reporters he's thankful that it's all now come to an end.
I want everyone to know we're grateful that our justice system worked.
Judge Boudreaux also granted an injunction preventing Lori from ever contacting Brandon for the rest of his life. Reporting live here in Phoenix, Lauren Clark, Fox 10 News. Back to you guys.
Yeah, thanks, Lauren. Justin, question for you first. I mean, it's unbelievable, the trail of death and the heartache that she caused. When you look back on this, you've been covering this for 5.5 years. What do you take away from this entire thing?
I think it's just wild to know that this woman was behind it all. Whether or not she directly, physically killed the victims, her own children, she was behind it. I mean, the convictions are there. On paper, it's official, no remorse, and never one sentence, an apology, or admitting that she did this to her own kids. Tammy Daybell, an innocent woman, a mother, a grandmother. Charles Vallow, who loved her so much, her fourth husband. And then Brandon Boudreaux, still traumatized. I mean, you heard Judge Boudreaux say, I can see it on your face that you're still trying to recover from this. You have PTSD. So one person behind all this with a man that she was devoted to, and vice versa, Chad Daybell on death row.
Yeah, she's been called a narcissist, a sociopath, psychopath, all of the above. And you brought up the Hawaii trip. And I think that is like the best.
That's a seminal moment.
Such an important moment in this case, because if you're a mother and you have your 2 children missing and you're gallivanting in Hawaii, you know, with your new husband.
On a honeymoon. Yeah.
It was the most bizarre thing, and I think that really told you what this woman was all about.
And while everyone was asking where they were and hoping that maybe they were hidden and safe, they were already buried in the ground.
Yeah.
So it is tragic.
You know, we've had a lot of discussion about criminals. We're talking about Brian Koberger up in Idaho, profiting or writing books or doing interviews. Will Lori Vallow be able to profit off this in some way down the line?
That's a good question. I'm not totally sure, and I would not be surprised if, you know, something like that, a book is...
She likes the attention.
Yes, exactly. And at this point now, after she's extradited to Idaho, we don't have to give her the attention anymore. I thought today was very important to give the victims the attention. I mean, you had around a dozen people speaking on behalf of Charles, Brandon, putting the attention back on them and giving her, you know, all the anger and emotion that they felt has been pent up for so many years as we've been covering. I mean, that's a lot. I think it was a big relief for them if finally it is over.
Yeah.
And you get your life back to some degree, Justin. You've done great work on this.
I appreciate you guys for being here along the way, so thank you.
Of course.
Thanks.
Justin Long. To see more of Justin's coverage, and it is voluminous, but it is thorough, let me tell you. From beginning to end, head to our Fox 10 YouTube page. It's all right there.